survivor left. Someone who seems like will never fade away. He is
Master Azubu Supernova.
And in the bottom right, we have our Zerg player eager to become a champion. Can he do it? He is
Master LGIM Kanho.
What's up, Artosis?
Well, nothing yet because it's early game TVZ and
It is.
There's not a lot of
happens here.
interesting things early game, like in the first 5 minutes ish. Oh, look at that! I actually forgot about that. I remember that now.
Oh my God, that's right. He did win.
Yeah, that's
4-3.
That was the
Code A
season
finals.
when Supernova, back when Protoss was really doing well against Terran, he tore through everyone with Siege Tank Marine. That was a really fun season of Code A. That was a
Yeah.
Oh God, I really enjoyed that season.
Well, that was when people were still trying to figure out the Terran comps.
Yeah,
We had a lot of different unit compositions. Nobody knew. It was like, do you get Hellbats or no, Hellions, excuse me, and,
Yeah.
Marauders, or about Siege Marine, Siege Tank, and it was cool. We saw some more meching back then. Probably more meching then than we do now.
Yeah, it's fun days, fun times. Looks like it'll probably be a Reaper opening. You know, Reaper opening is always fine, and especially on this map, you're going to get a lot more scouting done with it because of all the different areas you can jump up on.
Yeah.
But the Reaper opening, while sometimes there will be a different path that it follows, generally speaking, as soon as you see the first Reaper, you're like, okay, there's going to be 2 Reapers, then there's going to be Hellions, and he's going to make a 3rd command center.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
he's going to get 2 EVs.
There's definitely a pattern that they're going to follow with that.
Yeah.
So,
But, you know, we've seen a little bit of an alteration. Like, occasionally people are going into the Theognis build, the Banshee Hellion. And, you know,
the great
so we'll
Theognis.
see. Yeah.
Where does Theognis live nowadays?
America.
Where in America?
Everywhere, basically. He's the American hero.
One of the parts with it's got Land of the Free and Home of the Brave.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, we have a Reaper out here. Nice job there, making sure that he couldn't make that extractor. Did you catch that? That was actually very sexy.
Yeah, that wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And that's also misinformation, because he might keep it. You don't know.
You
like,
don't
he
know.
knows that that was made to block the drone, but...
But it doesn't mean he won't let it finish in mind.
He might be going to click Banshee, who knows? No. Of course, he knows that a command center is coming, but he could have kept the gas. That is a fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So Link speed on the way here.
It's getting
What do you think our odds are that we're going to get some aggression coming in here, Artosis? Roach Ling, Roach Bane?
I'm not so sure about that one yet. If he starts additional queens, like 2 additional ones, like Lucera oftentimes does, then I'd say probably no aggression. Because Lucera really does like to go 4 or 5 queens. And sometimes like 8 queens.
Yeah, sometimes he gets that many queens. We're like, all right. That's
like
what
it.
he's going to do.
I love that style.
Well,
man.
it's so different to cast than some of the other play styles we've seen before.
And thing is, it can transition it really well into some different late games. Like if you go an Ultralisk-based one, your creep spread obviously fantastic. It's cool. It's just neat.
Look at this nice defense, by the way, from Kongho over here.
Really good so far. His speed's going to be finishing up pretty soon. And, you know, he hasn't started mining gas again yet, so looks more and more like he's going pretty eco-heavy.
Yeah.
So look at that. Looks like...
Uh-oh, is he going to try to get up here? I love how he set this trap up on the high ground. Try to grab him if he just does hop up there.
And now notice he is running away because he knows that speed is about to finish. Every Terran knows that timing very well. And notice, okay, so this is the cool part, because I was talking before about how predictable it's become when you open Reaper, but people are starting to change it. And that's exactly what Supernova's doing. He's going reactored Marines and making a siege tank. Now, he may or may not make more siege tanks. I wouldn't even be surprised if you see some...
It's nice because you can hold off a Roach all in.
Yeah.
If you get that siege tank up, and then suddenly the Zerg looks foolish for even going for that move to begin with.
Exactly. And, you know, he's getting an armory as well, so it looks like we're going to have him go siege tanks for protection into a Hellbat drop. Not a bad choice. And that's
not at all, actually.
It'll help him get his 3rd up at a reasonable speed as well. And
Zerg's been having a hard time, by the way, with the Hellbat drops.
Yeah.
So scary.
Terrans have too. I actually feel worse for Terrans than for Zergs.
It's so funny how that
weird
works
as that
out.
sounds.
Well, it's hard to do enough damage to hurt the Hellbats.
Yeah.
with anything you have at home, you know? Your Hellions or your Marines, they're not going to be strong enough against the Hellbats.
Yeah. Well, Lucira, in the meantime, is about to have his 6 queens out, and he is starting that 3rd base, so his creep spread's going to be pretty fantastic. And of course, 6 queens will help out a lot against Hellbat drops. You can pick off those medevacs pretty well.
Yeah.
And of course, transfusions on each other if the Hellbats start to really deal a lot of damage to you.
All right, he's getting this double evolution chamber wall over here at the entrance. He'll use some queens there to block that. Even though there's not really a threat of Hellions running in there, it's just nice to have that all set up there. All right, we got our 2 Hellbats out now. And the medevac is almost complete. He'll make another medevac off the back of that to send out the next group.
This is going to be pretty cool, man. I'm excited to see Lucira try to deal with this with his mass queen composition.
Yeah.
When will he actually scout? He does have an Overlord headed in, but he doesn't know for sure that this is Hellbat drops yet. He has to be a little bit concerned that he's seen no Hellions, though.
Yeah, for real. So, let's see here. He's got, what, 50... Is it 57 or 67? I'm going to use your PC for a second, Artosis. 57 drones here to the 43 of Terran.
Now, he did see the Hellbat drops coming, so Spores and Spines on the way. Roach coming up. And I think he's going to block this quite well.
He also probably won't mind from his 3rd base right away, just to make sure that everything's safe. I don't even know why that is. What?
It looked like he wanted to take out that Spore ahead of time.
Huh.
But
kind of a weird choice there, you know?
I think he figured that there must be stuff in the main waiting for him, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean,
so
that part I
be
understand.
The first part
I'm just surprised he was like, I'm going to take out the Spore.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we have a push out right now by Supernova. Says, all right,
you going to... this does any damage, as it looked initially like Supernova was just going to do a drop harass. Well, but he could do a push like this, and it actually could do a lot of damage.
I think it's going to. There's 6 queens and 8 lings out, and the lings are actually all over here. So just queens, basically, for this defense. He might end up losing his 3rd hatch.
I think he absolutely could. Stamina coming in here now. And again, remember, Supernova said he practiced a lot against Terran here. The hatchery will 100% go down. And all these drones! That could have been way worse.
Yeah, definitely a mistake there by Kongo. And this has been such a nice timing attack from Supernova.
Oh, yeah.
Really catching Kongo off guard. Kongo, it seems to me that just the people he practiced against didn't quite do this.
No, this is one of these things. You see the Hellbat drops, and people have been doing this almost too much here. In fact, this game might even end.
Well, the amount he's getting ahead by killing these upgrades after killing the 3rd, he's lost like nothing.
All right, well, I want to talk more about this if this game ends right away, but he's continuing to spill in here now and do a lot of damage. And, I mean, right now, Supernova is making this look easy.
Yeah, you know, we're actually going to see a counter all in against this, I think, unless he just GGs, which isn't a terrible choice.
Yes.
The thing is, you look at the supplies and you're like, well, why would you leave there? He's actually lost so much, and Supernova's on 3 bases that a 20 supply differential does not begin to describe how far behind Kongo is.
Yeah, and now he picks up. He'll go ahead and just regroup. Actually landing a mule saying,
see,
just get out, man, I'm better.
Exactly. The only thing that Kongo has going for him is nice creep spread.
Yeah.
That's like actually it.
Well, here's the funny thing, too, is that nice creep spread, it won't help him surround. That 3rd hatchery was picked off at the 3rd base, so it's not like he has any angle. He can come in there quickly and get him.
Well, what do you even do from here to come back? Like
I don't know.
I'm scratching my head, looking through my brain for something, and the thing is, I think the most painful part might have been the upgrades getting canceled.
Oh, I know. You can lose that hatch and try to make it again, but you lose the upgrades, and then you're going to be behind even later on.
When you get ahead, or someone gets ahead of you early on like this, you think, well, in the long game, maybe I can come back. But with your upgrades being that far behind, it's like the long game looks even worse than now. Well, the Roaches.
Widowmine has not been burrowed yet. Looks like he may be rallying more and more of his army down here. 146 supply to 116.
Pretty rough set of numbers right there. 1-1 just did finish up for Supernova as well, so really going to help him out also. The Roach is doing a good job.
Yeah, he's doing an okay job, actually. Nice job there. He's going to get these extra Roaches up in the front. Nice targeting here, too.
Kongho is down by 50+ supply right now, making a few more roaches. I mean, when you're just barely holding on and losing all your roaches every time against 3-base Terran, yeah, I don't think so, Tasis.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
slow,
thanks for asking,
painful
but no.
death. No problem. I'm here to contribute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's so low in HP. He's even making that macro hatch at the third base. So if he loses the third base again, he loses the macro hatch too, which is even more. He's even more dead, I guess you could say.
Oh, and the Widowmine does get under. More Marauders and Marines coming down with some more medevacs as well. So this is probably where we'll see the GG.
Yep, there it is. Good call, GG. Straightforward game with a disappointing showing there from Kongho.
Well,